I work for the CRA. Specifically, I work for the Business Inquiries Call site, which deals with the very exciting topic of business taxation, very related to philosophy. Not at all. I now run the training and learning team for all new employees coming into the CRA, and I don't have a degree in accounting. When I came out of university, obviously I was looking for a job, and there were things that I wanted. I knew that I wanted to work for something that was going to be meaningful. I wanted to work for something that would give me the opportunity to see things on a national level. I wanted to broaden my horizons and maybe wanted the opportunity to travel and all those things. So I went and spoke with recruitment advisors and things like that, and they said, okay, well, you've got a degree in philosophy, that's good. You speak French, that's good. And anyway, going that, and I talked about the things that I just spoke about, and they mentioned working for the public service, being a public servant. And I had never given it much thought. So I went and I looked on canada.gc.ca, where there are lots of job postings, and there was some that came up for the CRA, and I didn't know anything about taxes. The only thing I knew about taxes was that you probably needed to be an accountant to understand them, which is false. So I put a couple of applications out there, and for one of the ones for the CRA, it was a little bit general. It talked about the business side that I applied for and still work for. And with the description of what it was, I ended up, there was a contact person. If you have any questions, contact them. So I did contact them. They gave me a bit more information about the job, and it really interests me. It said things like, the CRA is a continuous learning environment. We have flexible hours. We have a competitive salary, and if you're looking for a work-life balance, it's something that we can boast, that we can offer, because it is a very structured organization, and I like that. So I applied, and I was successful. Being part of the organization has been fantastic, because there's 40,000 employees from all across Canada. There are things structured from the national level to the regional level, and then locally with each office. There was a lot of ongoing support for my career development. I've been able to support and raise my family. I've been able to have a great work-life balance and a very meaningful career. And the boss that I currently work for, he's been with the organization for 35 years. He's now close to retirement. And asking him, how do you stay with the same place, the same organization for 35 years? And he said, well, it was easy. Whenever my job got boring, whenever my job started to weigh me down and I didn't feel fulfilled, I'd start looking, and I would apply, and I would move to another division. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean a promotion, but it can mean a lateral movement as well, because there's the CRA with 40,000 employees, but there's also the federal government as a whole, which is much larger. And there's lots of opportunities to move. When I was hired in 2005, I was hired with a group of 15 people. Of those 15 people, 13 of us still work for the federal government, but we're all working in different areas. We all came in and we all found our own niches, and that was fantastic. As for public servants, we are looking for people exactly like you, people who have BA degrees. Because when we have hired many accountants before in the past, but that doesn't always guarantee success, because the public sector is different from the private sector. It's a different work culture. So we like people that want to learn, that are passionate about learning, and who can learn. In one interview for one job that I did within the CRA, the recruitment officer asked me, do you like the book? Can you read? I said, yes. Can you understand what you read? I said, yes. And I said, good, because that's really what we're looking for. Because a lot of legislation and policies and procedures that we do, we're not asked to memorize them. We're asked to be able to reference them, to be able to research them, and be able to understand them. And don't let the, I guess, the myth of having to speak French be the thing that you have to work for the federal government. That's not true. Because like I said, there's programs that go national, but there's also regional programs as well. And in Edmonton, the Edmonton office for the CRA alone is 1,100 employees. 99% of the people that we hire are unilingual in English. So there are plenty of opportunities, and I strongly encourage you to apply. When you do apply, the biggest tip that I can give you is when you look at the job posting, speak to everything that they're asking for. Speak to every step, because they will outline all the experience and the requirements that they're looking for. So if you only speak to part of it, you're going to miss something. They will usually give you lots of instructions to follow, like when you show up for this testing at this date, make sure you bring, proof of education or things of that nature. Make sure you follow those instructions, because that'll be very telling about how much you want the job and how well you can follow instructions when you're actually hired to do the job. Okay, so that's a very big thing, guys. And speak to how your experience will meet the requirements that they're looking for. And that's the best that I can give you.